Welcome back, Fuzzbutts. In this episode, we will be making the mouth inlay and the tongue. You will need some baking paper, some 2-part 5-minute epoxy, some snap fasteners, scissors, pen, minky, material in your tongue colour, some Sculpey clay in your mouth colour. I use red, black and white. That is a lot of clay. For a pink mouth, I usually mix a bit of red, black and white. Lots of white. I usually make 2 tones, a lighter colour and a darker colour. We want to make a pattern of the space that the mouth inlay will be filling up. Spread out the lighter tone to make the bottom of the mouth. Then peel it off and rough it up. This will give the 5-minute epoxy something to stick to. And then put the pin side of a snap fastener into the clay and sort of mould around it. And then measure the top of the mouth and make a sort of noodle for the top teeth to sit onto, and rough that edge up too. Separate your teeth out evenly by splitting a ball of clay in half. You want to have 3 molars per side, 6 teeth at the front for the top and bottom, and then also have your canines. That's if you're doing a dog. If you're making a different animal, just have a look online, Google what the anatomy of their mouth looks like. do now is roll out the dark colour really thin and line around all of the teeth. You really want to do this because this is what helps the teeth stick. If you don't do this, your teeth are pretty prone to falling out. Spread out the edges. It doesn't really matter if it's rough or not, they sort of just blend into each other. Then you want to set your oven. Make sure that it is set exactly to what your clay's instructions say. This one was 130 degrees Celsius, 15 minutes for every 5 mil thickness. Trust me, I've had things come out of the oven and they were melted and black. I didn't even know polymer clay could burn like that. Trust me, they smell not good. Not good at all. After you take it out of the oven, let it sit for a bit, cool down, and then mix up your 5-minute epoxy. Now you need to mix the hell out of this stuff. I mean, mix it and mix it some more, and then mix it some more, until it starts to just go a little bit tacky. Then you gotta be really quick and glue it in there. If you don't mix it right, you end up with this sticky, weird mix of not setting resin. Now that the mouth is stuck in, we move on to the tongue, which is probably one of the easiest parts of making a fursuit head, if you have a sewing machine. So what you need to do is just draw the shape of the tongue you need, make it about an inch longer than it needs to be, because you're going to be folding the back inside itself. Set up your sewing machine and then sew around the outside. After you finish sewing, then cut it out, fold it inside out, stuff it with some stuffing, and then sew that little bit in the middle of the tongue where it's kind of like has an indent. Then fold the back end inside itself and just do a straight line across there. After that, sew the other half of the push pin into the back of the tongue, making sure that the nice side is up, and then pop it in and you're done. Thanks for watching, Fuzzbutts. I plan to upload new content every fortnight, so please subscribe and ring that bell. And don't forget to absolutely obliterate that like button. Check out my website and Twitter in the description for all of my latest fursuit projects.